Welcome to Season 2 of Belling History with the Good Time Girls, a hyper-local podcast about the quirky history of Bellingham, Washington. Though we like to keep things close to home, we hope these stories will be entertaining to other denizens of the fourth corner of the USA, as well as to anyone who finds themselves, unfortunately, outside of the PNW. We're back. It's your hosts. I'm Colby.
And I'm Ren, and we are known here in Bellingham as the Good Time Girls for our tour business, serving up hot Belling history since 2011. If you want to know more about the Good Time Girls tour business and history, see our website at bellinghistory.com. You can find our older podcast episodes and show notes there. If you haven't listened before, you might want to revisit a few previous episodes, like our origin stories and Belling History 101. If you've been listening, you know that for the past 6 months, we've been re-releasing old episodes from 2020 when we guest hosted on the City of Subdued podcast. Theoretically, to give us a break, and now spring has sprung, and it is time to dive into a new season of new stories.
Yeah, so we're here today to give you an update and let you know what this season has in store. So here's what's happening. We love doing this podcast. It's a fun, creative outlet. However, our tour business and chaotic lives often take precedence over this passion project. So this season, we're just trying to make things a little easier on ourselves. Until now, we have been releasing episodes every other week, and we are going to release once a month from now on the third Thursday. We hope this helps us not go insane and still bring you fun stories based on quality research, because that is time-consuming. Anyway.
But we do have some exciting topics queued up, and we're so excited that we're also going to be joined this season once again by Good Time Girls founding mother, Marissa McGrath. We're really stoked to have Marissa on board, as usual. But if you've been listening to the re-releases from Bad Town 2020, you'll know that Marissa is funny as hell and great to listen to. Another good reason to keep listening. So, Colby, what kind of topics are we going to get into this season? Tell the people.
Okay, so some things I've got lined up include the Bellinghaminals, which you are familiar with, and maybe some taxidermy stories, tattoos. I thought would be a fun one. Would you like to do some Bellingham beauty culture
Yes,
stories?
we gotta get in there.
Maybe
Ren
some...
is a hairdresser at Honey Salon. plug. Come on in.
Get your hair did. So we've got maybe some madams, some undertakers.
Yeah.
We've got the terminal building over in Fairhaven, RIP, which was a listener request. The oldest building destroyed by a fire recently, including a tragic loss of life. It's a heartbreaking event all around. Longtime home of Tony's Coffee and many other businesses, but we're going to take a dive into that with Marissa.
First up, we're going to go with Bellinghamsters and Other Tales, or Animal Stories, with the Good Time Girls. And this is actually a talk we put together for an event at the Watka Museum for their First Friday event in March. So if you didn't know, on each first Friday of the month, the Watka Museum is offering free admission and extended hours until 9 p.m. and special free programming. And that included a talk by us last month. So we decided to kill two birds with one stone, well, no animals were actually harmed in this process. But anyway, we decided to record our run-through, and we're going to re-release it to you as our first episode. This ties in with the pet exhibit that has been on at the museum and is about to end on April 14th. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's well worth it. Last chance there, it did feature some heartwarming images of domestic companions from Watka Museum's photo archives. So our talk includes some history of pets, of animals we think of as pets, and some that are a little wilder. Why we have mascots, why are we belling hamsters, we go deep. The first episode will be out in 2 weeks from now, so tune in, and we hope to be doing more doubling up with live events. We have some fun ones in mind, so stay tuned. We'll let you know about these as we line them up down the road. All right, Colby, what else? What else are we going to tell?
Tours. It's tour time. So if you find yourself in Bellingham, come and join us. Booking is live for our tours. We've got calendar dates available now. Our first cemetery tour is happening in April and once a month thereafter. And Gore and Lore tours, we have a bunch happening in April. So yeah, get on there. We've got discounts for April and May. So get your bodies out in the spring sunshine.
Yeah, get on that cemetery tour. Cemetery is gorgeous.
Yes, it is the best time, I think. And fall. I also want to mention that, hey, Devin Champlin has a new album out.
Yeah.
It's called Lonesome Splendor in the Circus Tent. Love that title.
Just love it.
Available on Bandcamp. And I just wanted to plug Devin because he, with the Gallus Brothers, are our old theme song that we've been using. And he gave us permission to pick any music we wanted for our theme tune. We ended up choosing that old Gallus Brothers tune for sentimental reasons and thematic reasons. But the Gallus Brothers was Devin Champlin and Lucas Hicks, who passed away in 2017. Good old friends. And we just want to support Devin. He's a sweet guy and his music is awesome. And he's also a luthier who repairs and builds guitars and stringed instruments. See him at Champlin Guitars in the alley behind the Farmer's Market or at champlainguitars.com.
Yes. Okay, well, I think that sums it up. I think we'll say goodbye for now until next time with our tales of Bellingham aminals. Thanks for listening to Belling History with the Good Time Girls.
Well, hey there, mama, where'd you go? You gotta reap just what you sow. That's too bad, too bad. To that old time, the old man hits without bad weather. Put on the side, they were sold together. That's too bad, to listen to that old time music.
You can check out our show notes for this episode and others at bellinghistory.com. If you find yourself in Bellingham, check out our Belling History tours, and you can also find and follow us on all the social medias. If you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platforms.
Blue loves you red, blue loves you blue. Most of the time, blue just loves you blue. That's too bad. To listen to that old time music. I lost my hat, I lost my brim. I look like crows just swinging on a limb. That's too bad. To listen to that old time music.
And again, we'd like to thank Devin Champlin and the late great Lucas Hicks for the use of the Gallus Brothers song, Too Bad West Coast Blues. You can find the Gallus Brothers and Devin Champlin tunes on Bandcamp and Devin Champlin at Champlin Guitars in Bellingham.
Lost my hat, lost my brim, looking like a crow's nest swinging from a limb. That's too bad, too bad. Well, I got no bugging, I got no smokes. I look like Grandpap and all of his folks. That's too bad, to listen to that old time music.
Tune in next time for more Belling history and Bellinghaminals and hamsters.
Hamsters. Woo!